Well. As you can notice, I just had a new haircut. Thank you so much. And so I decided this video is gonna be talking about hair. Also, you can count how many times I'm gonna be saying the word hair in this video. Really fun game. Hair. What is it? How does it grow? How can we take care of it? All of these questions that I will not be answering in this video because I honestly do not care. What I care about, however, is answering another type of question, which is why we put so much care into our hair. I'm not talking about haircuts, I'm talking about all kind of hair we have in our body. Think about it, there is no single patch of hair we have in your body that is not somehow controlled by society. And everything, in a way or another, defines who you are. Weird, isn't it? How can something so small, so tiny, says about your personality and who you really are, right? I'm going to simplify this into 4 categories of hair. Hair and haircuts, facial hair, body hair, and armpit hair. Because yes, armpits do deserve to have their own category. They do. First, I think that a person's hair does reflect in a way their personality and how crazy they can go. I do admire people who try to dye and do crazy things with their hair. I personally used to dye my hair a lot of colors. Only stopped a few months ago because it's not healthy anymore. It needs some care at the moment. And so I switched to cutting my hair all the time. Luckily, it does grow fast though. Problem is, our hairs are actually controlled by society, as stupid as it is. Like, unusual hair colors and unusual hairstyles might give kind of a bad image about you. Like how? How can me having, I don't know, gray or purple hair show my commitment to a job, for example? Or how can my dreadlocks reflect how, my productivity in a kind of a task I will take, you know? I don't know why we still view these unusual hairstyles as something really bad. Also, for some reason, in my country, if you have one of these unusual things, it means you're an artist. Second type of hair is facial hair. And this is my favorite subject to talk about. I hate waxing my mustaches. I have mustache, or whatever you want to call it. You know why? Because I'm a human and this body was made in a way that it is supposed to grow hair on the surface of its skin. And I do not want to waste time taking it off. Like, I don't get it. I know this might be shocking to some of you viewing this video, but honestly, I only I don't know if it's visible right now or not, but I do have some of it. I only do waxes or whatever techniques, whatever thing you want to call it, when I got nothing to do, like spend an entire evening plugging each hair at a time because I'm so bored, and that's the only amusement thing I have to do at a time. But like, really, honestly, really think about it. What other reason then girls are not supposed to have hair on their face? It's not beautiful. Do you have? And I should listen to it for me to actually start taking care of my facial hair. I want to give me your arguments. What kind of arguments do you have for me to start spending so much time on my face? Like, what could be so wrong? What could be so bad? What could be so irrational about these small patches of hair we have in our face that could ruin everything for us. If so many women have it, why are we so ashamed of it? What can be dismissed as a trivial source of deep anxiety for women. But that's what female facial hair is. It's like a source of many contradictions. It is something that is so common, so normal, yet still considered abnormal at the same time. And what is supposed to be natural for one gender is so freakish for the other gender. So if I decide not to do anything with my facial hair, that's only up to me. But at the same time, if you decide to spend so much time taking care of any facial hair you have, that is also up to you. The only thing is, do not let people, do not let outsiders, do not let society in general, as big of a word as it is, control the way your hair is supposed to be or grow or look like. Well, facial hair does not only concern women, or why and why not they should just let it grow. It also concerns men with a huge part, and that's with a simple word: beard. This new trend of growing a beard and taking care of it as it is one of your babies is funny. And I try to explain it with two reasons. The first reason being that men are going back to, like, they're coming with a new masculinity proof. They're going back to the way masculinity was shown, and it is a way to show that you're a manly man. And two is the Gen Y hipsters. It is their way to look older than the baby bloomers. Thus, it's a way for them to grow a rank in society and go through the glass ceiling. It would only make them seem wiser and older. Either ways, I do not have a beard, so it does not concern me. But I have one thing to say. If you have a beard, take care of its hygiene. Simple, just a clear message. Get it? Third on our list is body hair. And let me tell you a secret. I do not shave, nor do I wax my body hair, for the simple reason that I just do not want it to. Well, actually, it started a couple of years ago. I was going through this very rough period in my life, and I was gonna meet some friends. It was summer, and I had no will, no power to actually go ahead and do whatever I had to do. And once we met, there was this girl who went like, "Oh my God, you're so very like fine society going on with hair. It matters so much. You're so brave." I was like, nah. I just did not have the time, and I did not want to do it. It just hit me. Like, from that moment, I just stopped doing it. And guess what, people? I am still alive. The only thing I did was saving time and money and going through this painful, very painful process to look like a baby butt, like a hairless body. And I'm so thankful I started doing that. And actually, before starting to record this video, I made this small research about body hair removal and found out that the reasons and the way they used to do it actually differs from a time to another. And it's surprising. At the same time, it's really amazing to actually know about that. For example, the ancient Egyptians used to remove all body hair they had, leaving only the eyebrows. That used to be a way to indicate their rank in society. So, for example, if you were at that time and you had that beard, honey, you would be considered as a servant. And guess what? They were the first one to invent the waxing material thingy that most of the women use these days, using sugar, lemon, and water. Thank you so much for that invention. The same goes for the Roman. They used to remove all hair they had on their body. as well to indicate their rank in society, but they only used razors and sharp materials, guessing that they did not appreciate the pain that much. The Persians, however, invented the threading method. If you're not familiar with it, it's when you take a thread, you hold it between the fingers, and the way you move it, it kind of remove hair and it's less painful than wax. But they only used to do that when a woman was married, was going to get married, or when a woman who is married was going to attend a special occasion, which means they did not used to do it on daily basis, weekly basis, or whatever, only on special occasions. It was later on the Queen Elizabeth who who came up with this new trend of removing all facial hair. She used to remove her eyebrows as well. At the time, it was kind of a beauty standard. If you had a big forehead, it meant that you are so beautiful. So removing the eyebrows gave the impression that you had a bigger forehead. And it was only in the late couple of hundred years that the European and the Americans come up with a new trend of removing body hair and all these new methods, new techniques that used, and it is what the rest of the world is referring to today on. So it is simple. Whatever you do with the hair that you have in your body, it depends on you and it goes to you. It's up to you. It's your decision. If removing all the hair you have in your body or parts of it makes you feel sexy and beautiful, honey, go for it. If letting all the hair grow and feeling proud and confident, honey, also go for it. Whatever you will do, it's your hair, it's your body. It's something so small, so trivial, so let's not make a big deal out of it. Whatever makes you beautiful, just do it, and be careful, of course. Fourth, but not least, definitely not the least on our list, is armpits hair. Look, honey, it's simple. I do not care what gender you are, what lifestyle you have, what thing you want to do in your life. I do not care. It is simple. If you cannot wash that armpit of yours at least 4 times a day, keep it clean, keep it smelling good, do remove that hair anyway, whatever way you want to use it. Like for real, that's all I have to say for this part. So I try to talk about this huge subject of hair and make it as short as possible. Let me know what you think about this video. As I keep saying to my friends, this is a journey. I'm trying to improve this and learn new ways and new techniques and basically just how to improve the quality of the videos. So yeah, and again, let me know if there's a subject that you think I should be talking about next. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!